afternoon, everyone. Here we are once again with Mr. Vinnie Scafidi, who is a senior loan officer of Carrington Real Estate and Mortgage. He was also very happy to do an article in our June issue with Javed Sixon. He's actually on page 72 of this issue, and we are so happy about that. And the second time around, so he's going to be talking more about his business, which is real estate and mortgage, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, I have actually a few questions, and I would want people to know the type of business that you do and the services that you have to offer. Tell me a little bit about your professional background.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Grace. I've been doing this for about 16 years now, started in the year 2000, and I've worked during that period of time at big corporations, big banks, but I feel right now the position that I'm at, working in the industry and the capacity I'm in, I can give more personal customer service. Because the thing I didn't like about working at those big companies is everyone's a number, not only the customer but also the employee. So you have these big corporations that their main goal is all about the mighty dollar, nothing about personal care. And unfortunately, I gotta take this call. Hold on one second, okay? It's one of my clients. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hey, Mona?
The work number. Anyway, I got my PIN and they want me to go online again and take care of this tonight.
All right, sweetheart. Well, you know, Denise, our processor, is always there for you if you need help as well, okay?
Okay then. Okay.
All right, sweetie, I sent you guys over some stuff that I need you to sign, all right?
All right. We'll do tonight. Thank you.
All right, sweetheart, thank you. Talk to you soon, bye. I do apologize for that. That was a client of mine.
That's
So really important. You know, I try to put my clients first so they have access to me 24/7.
You're a very busy man.
Well, you know what? Not too busy to give them the personal care that they're looking for. You know, the thing that's real important to me is not to take on so much where I'm neglecting the needs of my clients. So I have to pace myself.
Of course.
Anyway,
and I'd like you to talk to our viewers more about your services that you can offer to them when it comes to personal loans and, you know, commercial, residential, of, you know, all that other stuff that, you know, that'd be very
helpful to them.
Helpful, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you know, I think everyone has the opportunity these days to get a house. I don't care what your situation is. There's so many different loan programs out there. Whether you have excellent credit, a good job, but no down payment, there's programs for you. If you don't have that good of a credit, but you have a small down payment and job history, there's a program for you. Even if your income doesn't qualify you, there's loan programs for non-occupant co-borrowers where you can use mom's income to qualify, dad's income. I'm doing a loan for someone right now who has a great job, who has great credit, but they have no down payment. Well, guess what? Mom's going to lend them the money, and that's accepted by FHA. 100% gift. Mom's giving them the money for the down payment and the closing costs. So that's another reason why I like doing what I'm doing, is because I have access to these loan products that, let's just say if you were to go to Bank of America, the first thing Bank of America is going to do is they're going to go ahead and take an application fee of $250. Then they're going to get your documentation, and then good luck trying to get a hold of a live person. You're going to have to go through the prompts. Normally, that's how that works. But you're also going to be paying a lot higher in rates because they offer you retail pricing as opposed to wholesale. If you don't fit in the box of those banks, you won't get a loan. Won't get a loan. And the analogy I like to use is you basically have to walk on water to get a loan for. I mean, there are a few people out there, I'd say maybe 2 out of 10 people who have that criteria. But the majority of the workforce today, or families today, they don't have 740 FICOs or $100,000 a year or all kinds of money saved in the bank. So they need programs too. And that's where I come in. I help those first-time home buyers. And even if they already own a home and they want to get lower rates, I can help them as well.
That's really great to know. And it says here on your ad, it says credit scores as low as 580.
Absolutely. FHA has a loan program where we can go ahead and they'll qualify you based upon FICO's as low as 580 FICO score.
And going back to when we were talking about your background, how long have you been doing this type of business with real estate? Yeah.
I've been in the industry. I started off as a realtor. I sold one house in 1 year, and I said, you know what, maybe I should try something else. So I got into the loan industry, and like I said, I've been doing it for about 16 years now. So I'm really good at what I do. Everyone has a calling. Some people are called to be doctors, attorneys, lawyers. This is my calling. It took me a while to get into my calling. I tried many jobs before it, but I finally found something that I'm really good at and that I really like. If you could wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I love what I do, I'm ready for today, that's your calling. That's the job that's for you, regardless of what it pays you. You got to be happy with what you do. You know what I mean? And so that's another reason why I'm no longer in corporate environment, because it just wasn't happy slaving for the owners of the companies and not giving the customers the service that they need. Now I can take the time that I need to take care of my clients.
And this is something you're passionate about, right?
Absolutely.
And it's working well for you?
It works great.
And how would you say that the market is right now?
The market's fantastic. Right now, houses are still fairly affordable. Rates are extremely low. Right now, we still have these programs available, plus additional programs being released on a monthly basis. I would say right now is a great time for anybody to apply for a home loan. Just to find out whether or not you qualify, because guess what? If you don't qualify now, you might be able to qualify in 6 months or a year. Because time's going to go by anyway, so you might as well start getting your ducks lined up in a row to get that loan. If you don't qualify now, get that loan 6 months from now or 12 months from now.
So where can you say is real estate right now in this 2016 compared to 2008, where economy was going down?
Well, here's the problem. Back then, there was no any kind of regulations. Since that time, the feds have put in regulations where you won't have lenders offering you these horrible loans with prepayment penalties and adjustable rates and negative amortization and all these things that contributed to the mortgage meltdown. I was around for the mortgage meltdown. It was pretty tough. It was really, really rough. And so now there's guidelines and regulations overseen by the federal government to keep those things from happening again. But once again, you're still going to get great products and programs available for you.
That's really good to know. And if, say, I was referred to you, what could I expect? Or any type, if I were to refer a friend to you, someone who really in need of your services, what would I expect from you?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked me. Basically, the way I treat my clients is making a new friend. When you meet someone, you're going to sit down with that person, find out about them. What's important to them? What's important to you, Grace? What is it you're trying to accomplish? I want to earn your trust. I want to, at the end of the conversation, I want you to say, this guy's looking out for my best interest. And that's what I do. Not only that, do I build your trust, and I'm totally transparent. If I can help you, I'll tell you I can help you. If I can't help you, I'm not going to string you along. I'm going to let you know, look, I can't help you now, but, okay? So I'm very honest and upfront, because that's important.
Yes.
And the other thing is, I know how scary it is for someone to go through something like this. They look at a stack of loan papers called disclosures, and they don't have a clue. And so they're basically signing blindly. I sit with my client, or I talk to them over the phone, and I go through these documents with them to explain to them what they are and what they mean. I also keep them in the loop at all times. This way, they don't have to worry about, well, I haven't got a call in a week or 2 weeks. I'm constantly updating on the status of their loan. So by the time the loan process is over, they have a better understanding of how it works than what they ever had before. And that's important, because people want knowledge, especially when it comes to loans. So they'll have a better idea of what is APR and what's a good faith estimate, things like that. You know what I mean? So to be honest with you, I'd say about 70% of my business right now is referral business, because of the clients that I've treated, my business model. They've referred me friends, relatives, cousins, uncles, brothers, mothers, fathers, sisters, neighbors. And so I don't have to bang on doors because they basically, trust
They trust
me.
you.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
like,
a word. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I've had the same girl cutting my hair for like the last 10 years. I've had the same mechanic for the last 5 years. If you find someone that you like that does a good job for you and they're likable and they're personable, you're going to go ahead and hold on to that person and refer all your friends to them.
That's exactly how I am. I still have the same hairstylist, Cherry Salon.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really really good to have a good client and a relationship, because if
Absolutely.
not, your business is not going to get that far, right?
No, absolutely. You have to be personable, and that's the difference between me and a big bank. They're not going to get the personal service. I make myself available to my clients 24/7. I give them my cell phone number. They can call me whenever they want. They even call me just about random things about, do you know anybody who does insurance? Do you know anybody who, can help me with an annuity or whatever the case is? So they trust me enough to ask me, or ask for me to refer them somebody else to help them out.
How long does it usually take to process a loan when?
I'd say from start to finish, right now, I am working with a few lenders that are doing it in 30 days or less, which in these days, it's really unheard of. But they really have the machine going there. So as long as my clients are able to get me the documentation that I need as soon as they can, the sooner the better, I can go ahead and run with it, right? And I keep my clients in the loop at all times. I use the analogy of football. Hey, guess what? We're at the 50, your loan's been approved, we're at the 50-yard line. We're going to go in for a touchdown. When we get your loan docs, hey, we're at the 90-yard line, ready to go for a touchdown. Here's what I need you to do. So in a lot of ways, it's also up to them. I make them part of it. You know what I mean? I make them part of the process and say, hey, I need you to get this for me. Can you please get it to me as soon as possible? Because once again, the sooner they get it to me, the sooner I can help them get this loan closed.
Yes, and pretty much everyone works hand in hand, and everyone ends up happy, right?
Absolutely. Like I said, I've got my processors. I've got my escrow is right down the hall, Integrity Escrow. I've got title guys showing up all the time. I know appraisers personally. So I have all the pieces in place to make it a smooth, beneficial loan process for the clients that I work with, the ones that refer to me, and the ones that just say, hey, Vinny, you know what? I'm thinking about getting a loan. What do you think? I had one of the girls in the office, her brother went to Quicken Loans, a competitor, but he wasn't sure if he was getting a good deal. I said, let me talk to him. I basically played loan officer for him, even though he was with the competitor. And I told him, they're giving you a great deal. You know what I mean? Which was a rare occasion, but he had to pay some money to get it, paid down. But to him, it made sense. So I told him, if this is what you want to do, here's what you're going to save. Does it make sense? He said yes. But normally, I'm able to beat those places as far as the pricing goes, the customer service, because they did ask him for an application fee up front as well to lock in his interest rate to order an appraisal, like $500. I don't ask my clients for money up front. I don't. I tell them, let me get you the approval. You're only out-of-pocket expenses for the appraisal, but we don't order it until your loan's approved. So they have the assurance that they're not going to have any unreimbursed expenses.
That's correct, right.
And that's important.
That's
They
very
don't want to throw
important.
money out the door unless they know they're going to get what they want.
And how are you involved with the local community nowadays?
Well, I do a lot of, I do what's called Lunch and Learns. Basically, it's a learning workshop about loan programs and products that everyone's invited to. Realtors, friends, neighbors. We do that on a once-a-month basis where I talk about how to get your first home, how to get into a loan. We also do a lot of events, like we did the Filipino Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yeah, we were there at the
Carson?
park
Yeah.
in Carson. We had a booth there. We have an upcoming event right now in Garden Grove. It's the Korean Festival. That's going to be the end of September, beginning of October. That's coming up. And we do things like that basically we want to let the community know who we are. We're out there for them, and meet a lot of great people at those events. And I'm able to ask questions to individuals who have questions about what they're going through right now, or if they have questions about finances. I could also help them with that as well.
And I believe the Lunch and Learn is rescheduled for
Lunch and Learn is rescheduled.
21st, I think.
It's going to be the 21st. There was some scheduling problems with the Chamber of Commerce, so we rescheduled for next Wednesday from 11 to 1:30, Lunch and Learn, Santa Ana Chamber of Commerce. Lunch, Learn, and Earn is what I like to call it, because as a professional and even as a homeowner, you can earn by learning about the different products and programs that are available for you.
And this is free, right? For everyone to just come in and register?
Absolutely free. Absolutely free. Just go on the website, Vinnie Scafidi. You'll see the Lunch and Learn advertisements that we're doing there, and press that you're interested in going, and you'll get an invitation.
Well, I believe that's pretty much what I'd like to know from you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers?
Well, I just want to say that never give up on the dream of becoming a homeowner. Right now, rent's so expensive. And unfortunately, when you pay someone to live in their house, you're actually paying for their children to go to school and paying for their car payment. Shouldn't be that way. I'd say take the opportunity, give me a call. Let's see if we can get you into a home. You might be surprised. There's a lot of great products and programs out there where we can get you into your dream home.
And where can they reach you again? Would you like to let them know, like, the where your office is actually located, a website, a number?
Yeah. You can go to my Facebook at Vinnie Scafidi to see all my contact details, or you can give me a call personally. I'd love to hear from you, 714-650-4248. We also have a website, www.carringtonre.com, or you can subscribe to Manila Up Magazine.
Yeah, check out his ad on page 45 on Manila Up Magazine with Katiana Borja on the cover of the September issue. Here's his
And
ad.
I'll also be in the October, November issue as well.
Right. Yeah, so make sure to check out his ad always on Manila Up Magazine. We have a Facebook page, and we have Instagram, we have Twitter, and we also have our own website, so check that out too. Thank you so much, Vinnie. It's been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
And I wish you all the luck and hope to see you again once, if you have anything else new to share with our viewers. Okay? Thank you so much. And I guess that wraps it up, right?
That wraps it up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
So check him out, and good luck to everyone, and make sure you have, if you have any referrals, check out Vinnie and contact him, okay? Good afternoon, everyone. This is Grace Aguilar from Manila Magazine.